Hello everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds. Welcome you back to Lovecraft Country and Cultist Simulator, Lantern Aspirant, Sheev, Palpatine version. Okay, so where are we in all of this right now? So, right now, Sheev has managed to get back his old job as assistant to the senator well, one of the major assistants anyways, to the senator of Naboo, and gotten his cult going here, plus of course the book club we have is kind of a shield for it. Managed to get the stum, which means we'll be having our favorite ritual soon. Gotten all the doors open, and a decent amount of level 6 Forgotten Chronicles, so we can get the unnumbered stones through talking to Luciana. So that's good. Now over here we also have the auction house going. That's a book we don't need for winter. And we're studying the Burning of the Unburnt God because, oh my god, our Forge lore is so weak. Now, of course, we're got to be hard at work, and we're occasionally dreaming of, strange and far things and learning from the ancient Sith masters. There's a couple of things we need to do. We need to expand the cult a bit more, and I want to get Enid up to level 5 relatively quickly for reasons that will become obvious shortly. In the meantime, let's begin at normal speed and bring ourselves forward. Okay. Right now, Fascination Trap active. We have the auction house. Now, our current funds are 18, so we're fully capable of doing this now. Let's see what else we can manage to wrangle from the house while we're doing other things. Because it's usually money to get these kind of fast cycles going while you're going bid in an auction. No, we don't need a Greek thing, so yeah, go ahead. Somebody else can buy that one. And once we get the studying done here, we'll be able to get Stum done. Now, if we get Stum, I believe we're going to have Dread up and running, but it's going to take more than 41 seconds to do so, and a Fascination Trap really isn't going to bother us. The Jedi have finally run out of the mystique, as I like to say, the paper trail we set up for them to follow. Okay, Tasmeen ultimately concludes with apparent reluctance at the deity or the goddess. Yep, talking about the Forge deity, Forge of Days is a female entity. There's the goddess of the Forge. Now, this may seem odd, but if you're Irish, you should know Brigantia, which is the goddess of the Forge. In other words, usually the feminine deities precede because they represent the concept itself. In other words, rather than a particular forge, the idea of objects as tools or material structures or even mathematics would fall under the concept of the forge. And those literally came from the more goddess-based religions long before Western traditions. In fact, somebody pointed out that Plato was cribbing from the mystery cults when he was writing his stuff in Greece, because he and I believe Pragatheris were both members of at least a couple of a goddess cults, including probably having gone to the rites of Eleusis, which is the longest lasting mystery cult involving the descent into the underworld through ritual, performance, drugs, and possibly an orgy. Fertility rites. Anyways, he suggests its gender may have been the cause of its suppression. The rites often used eerie, sometimes grisly. Yeah, because this one, remember, the Forge literally devoured the sun in this one, which is a common thing among the goddess, being both one who births the god, manifest into the world from her potential, and then devours it again when its time is over to be reborn again. It's the Wheel of the Year scenario with the Horned God consort, if you really want to look that one up. All right, so first things first. Rite of the Crucible Soul. Instrument powers the blood of fire. Oh, this is one of the ones where we kill the person involved, I think. And this one, Ardent Orange level 4, which means that we can use any erudition in order to be able to get to level 6, which is what I want, because that will increase the probability. Remember, we want to get all of our lore to at least level 6, which would be up to this layer here, to be able to... Wait, which one is this? We're at level 2, just chilling out here? Weird. Alright, so... And we want to get this on level 6 so we can get the patron gravy train going, I'd like to call it. Still have to get both Grail and heart up for that sort of thing to go, and we think I can start to work on that once we get this Latin thing down. Yeah, there's Latin and there's the L ones, but first we gotta get Stum up and running for a reason I hope to make manifest soon. So Stum goes in, costs 1 fund to buy a projector because it's not something that you have hanging around in the 1930s. It's not like popping into VCR tape. I'm not sure how you... That would be funny, though. It's kind of like, in this timeline with the Star Wars, essentially, what is film thing, and where do I find an antique to play it? I mean, I'm used to holo projections. What is this 2D archaic wizardry? Film roused the projector, growing silently on the wall. It's the story of a foolish student of forbidden sciences recruits a dancer to entice the dead through a world into a flaw through its skin. This is never a good idea. any budding occultists out there, don't screw interworld dimensional summoning, and don't fuck with the dead. They have nothing to lose and are always hungry. It's a fiction, but title card is the operation of the declining sun, which means the ritual they depict in this is, of course, based off a real one, or at least we can use it to piece together a real one, which sometimes you wonder, since inspiration for the arts and such is literally, in translation, drawing in the spirit, in spiritation, maybe sometimes the verisimilitude of of particularly interesting creativity with actual occult principles is not intentional and not a mistake. Just not the author's intent. All right, reason's back up and running. Okay, what do we got this time? Now this one actually could be useful. I believe it's a 2-point knife lore. We need to get knife up. I mean edge lore. And if we get that up, we can actually use the darkened warehouse pit, I believe. Yep. To be able to translate them together. For example, if you can double check that by simply looking at what you need. Experimentation, you will need to help the user fragment or prisoner. Ooh, I was wrong. Ooh, I thought a pit would do it. What is a pit good for? Don't know. We can try that. Doesn't hurt to give it a try, at least. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And like I said, I usually don't tackle the wiki unless I'm like looking at the contents of a particular vault. I like to be able to do this without, always having my study guide open. All right, so yeah, let's get the job done here. Now, somebody once asked why I don't paint away in answer in the comments, asked me why I don't paint away the dread as it comes up. Well, it comes up as restlessness. Because that puts this in danger. Now, this is 90 seconds, which means if I time it right, it's a pretty good chance that I could paint and come back to my senior position without losing it. But in times when it's tighter, especially when it's 60 or 70 seconds, there's a good chance that if you take the time to paint, you will, in fact, lose the job, have to come back, use a passion to do so. You're not paid for the time you're out. You may not get any payment for you may not get any payment for the painting, and of course, if you run out of funds, you die. So it's really not a risk I like to do. For example, in the 70 seconds it takes me to do this, I generate 3 funds. If I have to spend 1 to get to party, I still have 2 funds left for the time, and there's no how to put this, no cessation in the heartbeat of the movement. Anyway, so this one actually gives me an options. We want to check out the Crucible Soul. Yep, victim, person, instrument, which would be tool, and, well, that's not it, invocation, which is lore. So what would be interesting to do this one would be to, if we get a prisoner and like sacrifice in that way, or use a spirit sometimes works great. Because really you're not killing them, you're just sending them back. You're borrowing the energy that they used to absorb. But since we don't really have anything to do right now, let's just chill it with Glover and Glover. Back to the grind. Well, at least we can buy nice things with it. I mean, that's why we do capitalism anyways, right? Alright, so the Chana gives us the coordinates for another possible Sith ruin, possibly with interesting stuff, and we collect it. Now, like I said, I do want to get Enid up to level 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to toss it in and use the higher level lore up here to just bypass everything. Not having to screw around with, we're trying to get rid of a, how do we put this? Well, we could just toss this in to get rid of it. It's not really a danger, as we'll just dissolve, but it's an example of how you can get rid of things that you don't want to doing this way. But let's just use our power and mighty mind to bring her up higher. That'll take a good 60 seconds, and we should consider... Okay, Dread Trap is cancelled. Excellent, excellent. I have plans. And we don't have much to worry about here, as he's pretty much done. Jedi Council is still clueless as ever, and we are now rolling towards our next destination. Oh, we got it. I believe, yeah, this one's Latin as well, so we'll put it over here in the Latin stack. We got so much reading to do. Oh, it makes me not want to do this. We still have to actually fix the Noonstone, too, because that could become useful. Alright, so, watch Stum, where we have Dread, that, and that. Good thing we got rid of the Dread Trap, but I actually did plan that one out. Stum is our favorite, of course. We have the Rebel 6 Winter, but we do not actually need it, as we now have 8 already. Yeah, we've got kind of a weird set here, where we've got... I mean, we want get any other one, we could start pushing them together. Now, is this the one... Grim Lesson. Yeah, that's a pit. So basically, I can use these to combine two winter ones of a lower operational. So yeah, I could use erudition and that to bring this up to level 8, and bring that to level 8 to level 10 if I really wanted to. It would make some things easier, especially the summoning of the certain individual. But perhaps I should have waited and use the dread here. And you always know you always can do something better. We don't have a dread trap to worry about for very long. This one's just going to reboot itself. So yeah, okay. So meanwhile, let's see, what should we be studying next? Could Mortis. Well, it might as well. Oh, translate from Latin, right? Get the Latin card out, and actually, let's concentrate on Heart or Grail. Anyways, moving forward. We're not going to be doing any purchasing at the moment. I'm keeping this sleep thing open just in case the dread trap is next. Not get rid of the dread by drinking or partying hard with the cult. All right. Oop, there we go. Yep, she's now level 5. Take her out, put her into the cult. And yeah, now one of the things we can do right now, if we wanted to, is start looking for more cult members. Now, that'll give us a mystique. Dread Trap is coming up. So, let's be proactive about that. Now, if that's going to happen, we should be relatively safe. Grab this. We'll talk about Mystic Secrets. That should prevent Mystique and a future cult member, hopefully. Okay. Alright. Now, we got our money back. Or their money. Our work, our labor was returned partially to us and partially to enrich the 1%. And that's actually on the freaking card description. Let's see. The possibility. Now we'll just deal with that. The dread will have to go, and do I need vitality? Not really. Let's just keep working. Day in, day out. And boom. Alright, we've translated it. Now, Orchid transformations. The information is certainly striking. They flush the skin and glow with the eyelids of the Book of Clothes. It's basically erotic porn. I mean, esoteric porn. Hey, everybody's got their own tests. Alright. So now we've generated the contentment. Take that out. Put the dread in. Put the contentment in there. And we are good to go. Alright, and we got erudition. Oh, if only we had somewhere we could use it. Do actually. I think, yep, that will do it. Now, I think 51 seconds, we should be able to pull this off with a fresh erudition. Let's hope so. You know, smell like the minty pine scent of mental overexertion. Put that over here at this point. Alright, cool. And there's a dread trap, which we just avoided. We're going to need a sickness one shortly, which means we could... Alright. Now, let's see how this is going. So the first thing we have to think about... 10. Nothing really stopping us from doing that, either. Lower 10... and Enid, and offering will be consumed. Oof, the problem is that, what do we need again? Something got, oh, right, silly me. Boom. Balderman, easiest way to the Balderman, 10 lore, 5 knock, and there it is, 2 secret histories. Thank you for the listener, watcher, I guess, a fan out there who told me that, reminded me that this one was useful for that being an access point for the secret histories requirement for doing her. Now, why would I do her? Because she's got level 12 lantern, which means anytime I don't need anybody else except them and 2 moth people to do my Ring Around the Rosies at level 6 vault at the Unnumbered Stones. So, she also will never resist summoning. Sunny Force of Lantern draw his attention, and Teasing Taste of Secrets bring her closer. Basically, something from our past, we're telling her, a new secret for her. Alright. Meanwhile, a Glimmering and a Red Secret. 2 and 2, which means that we will be able to get us up to level 4 at least, which I think Yeah, will be enough for that commission. So we can do that. So we're grabbing another there, and at the same time, let's bring together the 2 forge. I think as long as we have at least 120 seconds, 123, it's going to be tight. We should be able to do this. The lore which what? Burns. Well, that's cute. Okay. All right, so let's clear my mind. The fleeting, which is good. And yeah, we're going to have to keep that open for the sickness thing, and we'll have to spend money for the money to get rid of the disease. I'm afraid we're not going to be able to use the manual labor. All right, keep going, and boom. Yeah, you're going to get like a lot of fleeting rooms, and so getting Teresa is not that difficult. Okay, hanger on heart version. Mystique goes here. Now, put the hanger on at the bottom here for potential in our book club. And again, like usual, we'll wait for it. We'll wait for the we'll wait for some influence to put him up. Okay, so could just like use the crackstone, but that's an ingredient to be consumed. Let's see what happens next. And boom, there we go. Mysterious name was the Balderman. The Balderman has a hunched shoulders of a scholar, the clear voice of a school teacher, and the freckles of a traveler on a continent. She lacks a shadow. It's because Teresa, well, it's flat. It's flat. Tell me what's stay long. Shall be long. Tell me a secret. The world is flat to her because she is from a higher dimension. See, the world is round to us because we are on a globe, but to her, the fourth or fifth dimension, looking downwards, it's a flat plane. It's like a piece of paper. It's like a map to her. That's how she sees our world. And when we bring her down, we essentially pull her into the map, or at least a piece of her into the map that materializes as a hologram. That's how spirits work. The more you know, right? The more you know, the more likely you to start to summon something that's absolutely horrific. Anyways, we don't want to lose our job. Remember, kids, if you're ever going to do anything occult, use protection. Anyways, talk to Teresa. Okay. And subject will be her own book, which I love to do. Oh, shall I autograph it? Would that be precious? No one will believe it's the real thing, because I'm supposed to be dead. I know, it's kind of cute, but she's a hologram. How does she, I guess she must possess somebody. I don't know. I mean, in Sith lore, it's easy enough to see her as a neutral deity of knowledge. Someone like both Jedi and Sith who simply desires to know and to teach. A goddess of knowledge. Knowledge itself is neutral. It's only its application that makes it. And simply good or evil is usually dependent on the point of view. I mean, we have gone over how the Jedi can seem evil, and if you have not seen it, I'm not sure I can recommend playing it since it's a bit of a buggy mess. Knights of the Old Republic has a complete, and I mean utter and complete, breakdown through one of the characters of every flaw the Jedi possess, and I love it for that. In fact, if you ever played the Old Republic, KOTOR 1 and 2 are of course the prequels to that. I think the doors do have to work with artisans' work. I still think the doors have to do with the artisan's work, the forge, with the making. I think it's how we begin to find our way into the house, but of course our accents are always limited until we learn to speak. I'll try to explain. Okay. Autographed. It doesn't really have a meaning, but it's kind of fun to do. Yeah, so I don't plan on like selling this. It's going in my bookstore or using it, reading it. I just want it on the shelf. Now, let's get to the actual what's going on here. Okay, first of all, Sulachana, once we're going to use, no, we're not doing that. We'll put in Sulachana, give her, so she can start giving us the coordinates that we need here. Next, we take the one we do have, the unnumbered stones, put Teresa in the leader seat, because that immediately puts 12 lanterns, which means the last objective with 90% chance of doing so. Now we'll actually put in, let's see, Porter, I think, yeah. We'll put Porter in as a co-pilot, and we'll put in Sylvia next, and then they shall depart and scour these Sith ruins on this world. Treasure seeking must penetrate the forest that conceals them, grapple with the locals who revere them, and finally be careful to do some damn digging, even if they can find the hidden door. All right, you know, I hate to break this to you, but if you're ever in an adventuring game or doing some illicit work yourself, never forget a shovel. Never. It will make... If you ever need to dig something up, it will make things so much easier. And, if necessary, you can hit somebody with it, with an effective chance of doing damage. At last, I understand now. I understand. Forging. Alright, so, want to do anything else of any importance? We're not generating Mystique for the sake of Mystique at this moment. I mean, it is possible we could do so, but there's a good chance that when we get the expedition, the follower, here you go, Sylvia, bring it up to 10 on the Moth. That's all we need. If we do have that, it would be a good chance to be able to, oh god, my brain just farted. I forgot what I was just saying. I do apologize for my occasional lapses. Bad as Teresa. Anyways, let's see. Do we need anything else? I mean, we could retrieve this if we could generate a super amount of Mystique, I suppose. It's not that difficult. I could paint right now, then drop the this dissertation once Sulachana's clear. You know what? What the hell? Let's do the smoke before fire. In fact, what we'll do, leave ourselves one passion remain. And the subject will be, I'm in a mood. Glimmering it is. Alright, go for it. That will generate more Mystique. We'll use that Mystique to generate even more Mystique, and then eventually we'll have so much smoke that even if, there we go, Stinging Chant, exactly what we need, level 6 Forge. It's good for summoning as well. Alright, so, yeah, everything's gonna get kind of nuts here. Alright, we got our health back, which is always good. Now, are we gonna dive? Let's see the issue. And the problem being is make sure we don't get Fascination, so we can't use one of those. But we do have an extra reason. Yeah, don't forget you have a keyboard too, if it makes it easier. Alright, and as well, we've got nothing better to study at the moment. Let's translate out that one. See what we can get. Okay, we've got that one, and you know, we should be okay. Alright, so cool. Alright, so next thing we're going to do, Sulachana, giving us a next set of coordinates, because she's nice like that. Secretly trying to get us to that. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the Mirror of Glory, we're going to grab Contentment, because why not? And then we're going to grab this, and then we're just going to grab our hanger-on. There you go, dude. Let's put your happy thoughts my happy thoughts in your head. Make you feel better. Okay. The wood between the manses is darker than this place. The moth will guide us. Success is very likely. Alright. Alright, what do we got for painting? Recent work is considered significant. It may get an earning. Okay, 3 funds. We got just as much as we were going to get that. We've got more glimmering. More Mystique, of course. Another glimmering. We're using this Mystique. This back. And a lot of burned out passion. But we don't actually need passion to go any further. Now, the thing is, we do not want to lose the job. Not really worth it. So, we'll do that. We just alternate this, since we can do so with the 90 seconds mark, until we get that. Now, one person noticed, kind of brought up why to stop at level 3 and not go straight to level 4. Because it's a lot of work, and, you know, it's easier if I wait until I get enough of these books to be able to do so straight up. Just read all the books, get the 4 lessons learned, and then go forth. All right, so we've done that. Now let's get our Spintra. Always good to have a spare Spintra around. You can always sell it for something. Oof, those all went off at once. All right, so yeah, level 6. Have Sulachana talk to us about that one again. Yeah, we're not going to run out of these 6s at this rate. Pause. Thank you. Alright. Second volume of quasi-resulting allegories. Okay, this is later. Okay, this is the English version, which we've done. So the question is, when are we going to study it? Probably relatively soon. But 2 eruditions and a Mystique. An erudition and a Mystique, which is good. And the Iron Spintra. Now, the Iron Spintra, of course, counts as cash for us, since we don't use it for much else. It does technically count as a gradient. If I wanted to have 2 knife, 2-edge ingredient, I could end 1 secret history. I could use it, but it's really not worth it compared to some things. Okay, and boom, we've entered the stag door. Reason's dimmed a bit, passion's okay, and let's see, might as well. The flood or pseudo-floods just alignments between alchemical traditions of Rubio and older Grail traditions to the Pine Knight's quest for the Cinnabar Cup. Anyways, it's always about a cup. Grail. Do we want Sulachana to bring up? No, what we want is we want to speak of mystic elements so we can get another Mystique. We're going to play the smoke scenario. Instead of in Clovette try to cover a single thing. Uh-huh. Alright, keep going. Powerful deception. Okay, closer, closer. Good. We're doing the Watchers. We're doing stealth, basically. Alright. There we go. Now, of course, we want to hit the sending again, but this time, we're going to put in all the mystique. There you go. Then you have to use a single passion point. Alright, and yeah, well, fleeting remembrance. There we go. Alright. The world as it is. We must all accept it. Alright, so. And, of course, that. Okay. Another restlessness soon. Not really much of an issue. Another cult member. Seek the cup in the birthing bed, the Pine Knight is told. The midwife of the birthing bed, to his amazement, is the mountain mother. In a fit of awe, he both gelds and flays himself. The vigilant storm births Juiceful from his remains. Yeah, that's kind of the whole thing about the mother returning to the mother through sacrifice and then being reborn in her cosmic womb again. The eternal cycle of reincarnation. Okay, now, let's see. What's next? The erudition has 102 seconds. I think that's enough. We could potentially get these red secrets together. There you go. Using this. Oh, whoops, glimmering. Uh-oh. Well, there'll probably be some from the painting anyways. Alright. Logistical difficulties. The third fund for the third obstacle. Yeah, okay. We don't really have an issue here. We've... Ooh, wait. Did we not get any glimmering for that? No. No imagination whatsoever, huh? This is unfortunately going to fail. Well. Time goes on. But we can't afford to sit around and paint again, so let's get this knocked out. It's not a dread trap, which is good. Okay, so, right. They're glimmering. Yeah, we might be able to get one of those glimmering in. Fingers crossed. Okay. Yep. Teresa, leading a hologram, will be able to search the ground. Think about it. Remember, she sees our world as a hologram to move through. Okay, hi, Leo. Everyone, this is Leo. He's a new reader for our group. Let's make him welcome. Come on, make him welcome. Clap together. Hi, Leo. I will shock anybody who fails to do this. Hi, Leo. Excellent. Excellent. You have all pleased me. Well, shall we start with the next book? Were you really going to shock them, Mr. Palpatine? Oh, no. It's just a joke we have going. Just a joke. Anyways, so, yeah, I don't think I actually have a Forge Person, which is, I can't actually fix the Brunestone yet. Oh, that's great. Okay, actually, the Dread's gone, but we have solutions for this. Let's see. First of all, we don't have a Dread Trap coming up, which means we can get rid of it the usual way, but there's also an unusual way to get rid of it, which we will be doing. Anyways, let's, if we're gonna be devoted to that particular, to the smoke strategy, let's just do the smoke strategy. Ah, found it. Good, Teresa. Doing an excellent job. There you go. Now, let us discuss what we'll be doing next. In any case, let's see. For work, we should be mystiquing again. 155. Pick the ones. 55, 274. Okay, you two will have to do. And yeah. There you go. More mystique. Alright. Yeah, at least we got this one down. Oof, lucky. Well, there we go. Treasures lie before us. Just really bad timing. But hopefully we'll be able to pull this off. Let's see. Excellent. The painting as well. What is it? Worthless? Oh, god damn it. Hopefully it's just... Yeah, considered significant by whom, I wonder. Alright. Get a fund, have another mystique up and running. We will, of course, immediately put this notoriety into painting when we have the option. And meanwhile, we will have to continue with this, unfortunately. Dread Trap is coming up. So, yeah, we're a bit late on that one as well. So, unless we can get rid of it immediately, which we cannot, we're just going to have to do this. Let's see, 30 plus 60 is 120 seconds. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright. Alright, then. Succulent lore. We got to do these. We need another, we need one. Let's see, do we... Grail. Oof, let's complete that, actually, next time we have an option. Okay, the Dread Trap's up and running. Another Restlessness. Ooh, Esoteric Essence, which is 8-point ingredient for Thwart. Ooh, Paradox Curio, which is a 4-point secret history tool, which is kind of interesting. Okay, that gives us other options. Lethally, which is a 8-point moth essence. I mean, it's and the notoriety. It's not really a lot, unfortunately. So, meanwhile, we're gonna have another Restlessness. Not the greatest of shakeouts. I mean, I'm not blaming Teresa. It's not her fault. I'll look at all of this. Fushine Speaker, Lantern 12, Lamp of Loss. Yeah, if I offer this one reason, I could offer it Passion. She gives you like a 6-point. That Knowledge of Value, Phylaxian, and Follower. Secret Histories. Alright, this one is not from around here. Not anymore, she isn't. Okay, so the other thing about Teresa is that do we want to use her again before she becomes unavailable? Not a good idea if we're going to smoke one. What we want to do is we want to generate Mystique. We do not want to generate additional notoriety, so we're probably going to let her lapse at the moment. The only thing I'd be tempted to do is actually send her to St. Agnes's, which I believe she'd have a 90% chance to get her own book. But timing's not great for that. Meanwhile, alright, so we got a lot going on here apparently. One sickness. Okay, that's understandable. Since we got this open, we can just get the vitality from doing exercise. As we, feel a cold coming on. Alright. Alright, cool. We got you, Neville. Now, rather than put Neville and Leo into, well, now we could use the Restlessness. It's probably what we will do when this comes up to initiate one of them. Alright, let's keep moving. Alright, so there's the Restlessness. Let's let it manifest. Then grab Leo, I think is our first Forge person. Grab the Mirror of Glory, grab Restlessness, grab Leo. Let's get rid of it. Okay. You can have my Cosmic Dread. I want you to have my Cosmic Dread. You will feel my Cosmic Dread. You will understand that it is we master our fears and grow powerful from them, rather than flee them as the Jedi would. Don't the Jedi face their fears? No, they don't. They just pretend to. They go to this little cave and they see a little hologram. Ugh. And then they say, oh my god, that means there must be some, significant lesson to this. And it's really just a guy in a costume. I mean, Luke, you didn't know it, but he, decapitated Yoda's last student. And Yoda didn't bring it up again. It was kind of ashamed of the whole thing. Anyways, other message. Let's see. Okay, what we can do is we can grab... We want to generate... Yeah, if we want to... We should probably concentrate on generating additional Mystique. But keep all the Mystique out. And Glimmering will be our mood piece this time, because we can keep the Glimmering around and use it to combine the Grail lore to level 6. Alright, I'm a believer. There we go. Next, we're going to generate another Mystique, just in case. So let's do that. There you go. Deep breath, everyone. Deep breath. Oh my god, 2 sicknesses at the same time. Oosh. Brutal. And we all know what has to be done about that. Extra exercise. Now the ingredients, 2 8-point ingredients aren't going to do a hell of a lot, unfortunately. We could sell them for a decent amount, but we're not hard up for cash, even with this on and off again working the schedule we have going. Okay. Alright. Now, we've got this. Let's take everything. More glimmering, which is good, theoretically. Another mystique. Now, the next thing we need to do is probably grab this. Grab a 4-point... Ooh, succulent lore. I think we'll be okay. Actually, let's not do that. Let's instead get this up and running. Yeah, that should do it. We have to do this anyways. We don't want to be late for work. As we swan in. Alright. Yeah, this is all getting nuts here. Everybody chill. Gonna be fine. Oh no, we don't have a passion. Oops. Silly me. Oh well. I don't know if it's gonna... Yeah, it will... One of them will come back up again. It won't be an issue. Meanwhile... Bring us up to level 6. We've got the glimmering to spare. Alright, and boom. Got our health back. Alright, next. It's all getting kind of nuts. Whew, deep breath. What now? Ooh... 150 seconds. I'm not sure we're going to make it. Probability is against us at the moment. But, hey, we'll summon something. Okay, we're doing okay now. Just have to make it a little bit longer. Right then. Alright, this and that, per usual. Deep breath. Take the money and run. You've taken one of those, so what we'll do is just use the 3 we have remaining. And we'll make subject you. There you go. Deep breath. Oh, look. Another acquaintance. Great. And another mystique, which is the important part. But this whole balanced breakfast. 690 seconds generating mystique, and we only have 113 left in notoriety. We'll not bother to do that again, and instead... We should consider what we want to do here. Leo, I think... Slee, I think, is also a forge. We do want to actually accelerate that. So, problem being is that... let's go. We do... Here, you can... Oops, sorry. Alright, start with how we're supposed to start. And we'll just give him the most basic of lore to begin with. Make him initiate. Welcome to the reading club. This is the real reading. Yes, you will say the words exactly as you were commanded, or a Sith spirit will devour you. What, you think I'm kidding? Like, we got a Sith spirit right over there. Right now, Teresa is resting. Oh well, don't have her. Okay, so yeah. Nope, lantern. Whoops, well, that's actually going to be useful as well. Get the 10 lantern up and going, and I fear, yeah, we did not succeed in our smoke. Oh well. We're going to probably have to deal with that, so which means we're going to be summoning something interesting. Once we're done with the work. You can actually just let the evidence die. Okay, here we are, all that mystique. 4 mystique. Yeesh, you're a little late, guys. A little late. You, stop wandering around there. Glimmering. Oh, these are all a mess. Okay, we have contentment too. You know, rather than let it burn, let's just use it up. There you go. We're getting to level 5. You need to go to the job. Getting into routine here. Alright. Go. Let's see. There's the health. Boom. Okay. So, we will have tentative evidence, which means we'll have to make a summon relatively soon. Okay. Perhaps the Forge Spirit would do. We'll see about that. Hang on. Don't know if I have enough forge. 6 probably enough. No other evidence, so we don't have to worry about notorious. Damning evidence, just tentative. Annoying enough, as it were. Level 6 Grail lore. Good. But we will endure. Slee is now over here. You will provide with us the 10 lantern that we don't have to summon Teresa, which I do enjoy doing, but we can't really count on every time. Now, quick note. Okay, so lore. 6 that. Forge Redemption is not what we're looking for. What about... Oh, follower. Silly me. Enid. Summon a mighty creature. But I'll need more forge, unfortunately. Okay, so... Shaping Chant. See if we can get anything else in here that would be useful. Moth? Nope. Lantern? Why Mighty Creature of the Forge of Days? Let's see. Okay. Or we could put this in here. Take out Enid. Put in... Got 5 that, 2 this, 2 that. Yeah, an assistant. I should really write... Really got to think this one out. Alright, so it's been a while since I've done this, but I think if we do this for that... Summon, we've got the 2 moth that we need. Got Enid, I think. And what was the rest that we needed? What's this? Oh, he is a bit. What am I doing? Enid, where'd you go? Don't tell me I have to look this stuff up again. It's been so long. I do apologize. It's been a while since I've done a summoning. I will use my godlike powers of being able to read the code. Somebody once said that the godlike powers are like looking at Wiki. That is actually how I think it works. Remember, Teresa's from a higher dimension, which means she basically can read our code, is the best way of putting it. So in other words, she can see the holographic images around us, which includes probably everything we've ever done. It's all right there for everyone else to see. So, you know, never do anything you're ashamed of, or when you do something, don't be learn not to be ashamed of it. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need 2 Ock, 2 Winter, 6 Forge. Doable, I think. Winter, nope. 8, let's see, Knock, Grail, and Moth. Oh, that was it. Level 6 Grail. Alright. And boom, there it is. We got what we need. Alright, that was the combo I was looking for. Yep, there... No, we failed the notoriety. Ooh, lucky. Also, just a second. Let's make this rather quick turnaround. There you go. Bad thoughts didn't even last a second. Just a smile, just smiling away. Always smile, even when you're at your worst. Let them try to figure out what you're thinking. All right. Boom. All right. Edgelord is our weakest at the moment. Oh, we probably should be looking for more peeps, but so much to do. Definitely should get you. Give me another commission. We should actually get Poppy out of the way, too. Got this pawn here I need to sacrifice. Ooh, wow. Well, don't know if we're going to get lucky again. Alright, so one of the reasons you want to always keep a level 6 around is for his particular commissions. Alright, level 6 secret histories. Okay. We got so much needs doing. We could talk to Poppy, and then... we just give her the passion to agree. We accept it, and we already have the minions, so we just need to keep track of her cycles. Might as well get that knocked out. Yeah, they're not going to get the notoriety. The smoke did work, in retrospect. Boom. I don't even need the raw profit anymore. Managed to pull it off, mind you, but I don't even need it. But it did get us back into the kink when it comes to summoning. Speaking of which... No, we get funds from it. Anyways. Alright, so. All that going down. Mind is now clear. Hey. Sorry, just kind of mentally stretching, because yes, we managed to get through without the evidence being an issue. Okay, a poem. Yeah. The poem epically describes a war between beasts, weather phenomena, arcane concepts. It's quite specific about their tactics. Yeah, it's an edge thing. Technically, I suppose if you get level 14 edge, you're considered an edgelord. Yes, that was terrible. I apologize. Briefly. Keep that in mind. Alright. And we got a lot of cash now, and a silver spintra. Yeah, okay, cool. Put that over here, because there is a bronze one in between. Now, what do we want to do here? Okay, the 2-1 joint in the horn distinguish, consequently blood. All right, level 4, which is good, because that means we only need a little bit more to get 2 or 4 will bring us up to the 6 that we need. And while we're doing that, excuse me, we have to decide what if we're going to tackle another run. You can't do it while he's here, unfortunately. Well, actually, he'd be going by the time we get the thing. We're going to get our quest going to the Sith planet. So we'll just chill for the moment, and not try to produce anything too ostentatious. 77 seconds gives us 60 seconds here. We do not want to generate any additional that. So do we want to do anything else while we've got the time? Don't think so. The raw profit's cool and all that, but I really don't have anything I can do with it at the moment. So give it. I mean, it would theoretically be decent for the our Ring Around the Rosie trip, but like I said, we're trying to keep our heads down at the moment. So let's see what we got coming up. Sickness. So yeah, you know what to do. Actually, what we could do is just, got the time. Let's do a little physical labor. Meanwhile, let's see. Let's translate this. Probably no point to it, but it will allow us to start moving up. Now we don't need to move that. We probably could just sell that thing. I suppose we could continue that. And since we don't have anything to study, we could do anything combined down here. We do not. Yeah, it's all kind of adding up, I suppose. That's a better way of putting it. All right, so bid and oxygen 4. Yep, we do want the collection of essays, because we can use that to get our level 4 imagination up and running. Okay. All right, so you've got sickness, and you have that again. Oh, well. And we would continue. Good lord. The cheapest books out there, we're going to be paying more for it. Well, that is to happen to use the auction house. All right. Health fatigued. Go ahead and put it into an... Nope, we're going to need the vitality for that. You, back to work. Again, like I said, we're going to be approaching, 40 funds. I mean, not really an issue here. Deep breath. Collection of essays. Excellent, now we have 2 of them. We're doing a little light shopping. We're waiting for the fuzz to, the Jedi fuzz to do that. Okay, so we got another one. Poetry again. Right now, we got essays before. This is poetry. Well, let's just go with it. Alright, we could empty out the bookstore if we really wanted to, but I'm not really fitting me at the moment. Besides, we've got our specialized book. Yeah, we should actually get a book for the book club at some point. That would, make a lot of sense. Oh, well. Oh, hang on, everyone. Sorry, it's been... Yep. The spirit dissolved back into the power of pure pleasure. Luckily, we can overpay for these damn books. I mean, I guess we're just doing the poetry stuff now. It's lack of imagination in my part. Or, scrutiny. Okay, so next, what should we do? Do we have anything we need to summon? Probably not. So, yeah, Disciple goes up here, by the way. Back over here, and we could raise these up, but we're kind of waiting on stuff to get rid of to do so, like Dread, so not really much else to do, I guess. But it's some extra hard work so we can really get up there money-wise. Right then. Collection of poetry, do it again. Winding down on this end of the episode here. Bid and oxygen. Yep, that means the auction house is now empty of anything useful. So we're going to use it only to sell now, and we should take the time to empty out the bookstore as well. Because we can always just sell the book back for an average of 1 fund, so don't really lose much. I always love how they're making fun of the average cult book. Alright, so do that. We've got 2 of these, so it is safe to use Sulichana to grab another one. Boom. We're still under scrutiny. We're just doing some light conversation. Thank you, officer. Okay. And yeah, let's empty out the bookstore. Get ready for our next play, as it were. We'll do the, I think the commissions after this cycle. Really? Dread next as well. Keep that running. I think the Jedi are done with us. Good. Now we can consider doing something else. Including... what do we got? Fetch poetry. Excellent. Alright. We could consider going out on another trip. Grab this. Get the space station. Get the spaceship warm. Throw in our favorite moth duo. Or duo. Yuzabet's my favorite singular. Let's go. We can use Clavette to try to clean it up afterwards. Or if desperation occurs, we can shift to the Emporium to get rid of a notoriety. And now we replace it. Boom, just like that. We'll eventually have to dive in and get a new one. But, meanwhile, and we now place in the Pope. And then the next will be Slee, and then we're going to have all we need to complete that with 90% chance for each one of the scenarios. We'll add in one fund later. Alright, so, more cash. Next we'll begin this. I think we only need that, yeah. Plus one reason. Ooh, wait. That is... oh, it's level 2. Alright, hang on. Oh, there we go. Boom, have fun. Alternate history writing, basically. Okay, so we've got 10 and 10. We don't really need anything more, I'm thinking. No, actually, no, we do. Don't have 10 and 10, we have 10 and 5. Alright, there you go. Okay, so... that should happen. Now... the clock has struck for you. Oh, hi. A loyal friend you have. Do say goodbye. Yeah, she's got like this kinky thing in her attic. Just go with it. She'll tie you down on top of this large altar-like thing. But it's really just a fun thing. Right. Bye. Alright. He was much of a student. Especially past that one. Deep breath. Alright. Another restlessness. We'll ditch that. Ooh, boom. Excellent. Grab that, put that here. Now we'll get this done so we don't lose the job. We can alternate out the commissions and have them ready. Funds. They're maxing out my credit card. Now, one thing we can do, by the way. Ooh, Fed Vitality up and running. I could do that. But we're going to have two possible... ooh, and a dread trap coming up. Of course there's a dread trap coming up. Should have had a vitality up and going before I did that. But, in any case, because we could use that to subvert this and make it to level 6. But we'll cope. We'll cope the usual way. Question is how, though. This is going to be a few seconds. Yeah, let's run with this and see how it goes. Restlessness up and running. Might be able to consume it with a ritual. Powerful deception. 23 seconds. So we've got a small chance. No, we have no chance here. No chance whatsoever. So the dread trap will detonate, it'll grab one. Then we'll fire off the funds. Boom. There we go. And get rid of party in advance. Alright. Next, grab this. Throw the sunset right in. There's a bunch of them. I have to remember how to do this properly. Okay, so we got like... we need edge. And we need... We have the sufficient amount of lore. If we put Enid in, that gives us the necessary amount of... that gives us the necessary amount of But I don't think we have actually anything else we can use. I guess if we get rid of this the usual way, just paint the damn thing. But we don't want to make a ton of mystique if we're planning on using Little Miss Gossip to get rid of our notoriety, so that will decrease the probability greatly. Okay. This, and we'll be sucked up by that shortly. And that will cancel that out. And that's just how it goes. There you go. Yep, we're good. And another restlessness coming up. Wow, that was really trying to kill us with the dread trap. Great. Sold the painting. No mystique, however, so this is a very ordinary painting. Okay, so, and even more of that. Okay, just took some art therapy, boss. That's all I did. Honest. Which is actually what we did do. Okay, this time around, we'll get rid of it the usual way, I think. Yep. Actually, we won't even need to get anything. We'll have the contentment coming around naturally. So, yeah, it's going to be quick. I mean, we could just, you know... Alright, fine. Fine. You've been patient. We will reward you. Take the blessing of the Sith, yada, yada, yada. You know, it's really fun in the beginning, but after a while, cult becomes more work than it's worth. Really worth. All these people looking up for you to do, and sometimes you just want to chill. Alright. So, what we need to do is immediately put Clavette into operation. Nope. Nope, other way around. Put the table back. And boom. See if we can get the charm knocked out. Don't know if we timed it right or not, but hopefully we have. Might have been a few seconds too late. Don't know. Pause. Alright, so while we're here, we've got a moment. Let's throw in this and a reason. Get that knocked out. Okay. And let's see. Boom, she got it instead of him. Excellent. Alright, so what do we get? We got the piebald pigment. Great. Another more oil. Okay, yeah, I think we might have run out of the good stuff because we're just getting the, we're just getting ingredients at this point, which, you know, always good to have just in case, but really? Well, we're probably set to be able to do the, bring us up to level 4 lore. Should be easy enough to do. We just need to study passion twice, and this isn't really been much of a thing going on. Oh, actually, we could have just put these two glimmering together. How silly of me. Always double check your influences. You're going to have more than you actually realize. But yeah, Clavette did manage to snag it in time, so we so the Jedi are completely obtuse to our... and there's 70% chance rolled properly, because otherwise I would have possibly grabbed it then. Oh, excellent. I think. Alright, so again, we have... if we want to generate a lot of smoke real fast, we can do so. But we still need more heart lore. Probably should tackle the bookstore then. All I really need is any level 2 or higher red lore. And I probably should get that done too. Slow and steady, slow and steady. But we probably should stop doing the Ring Around the Rosie because we're not getting any real good stuff, which is strange. We didn't get that many books so far. I guess we're just rolling badly. Might want to think about start charging towards the higher ones. Anyways, toss these in. Then we add the books. And then hopefully that will be enough. I mean, you can actually just put together 2 of the more glimmering if you want. Ooh, I think this might be it. I think it might be it. Won't be able to use it for a bit, but we will be able to get the floor up to level 6, which is good. I mean, things are going well. Poppy, give me a commission. What we got? Basic winter. We can do that one in our sleep. Keep it going. Okay, so I think we'll do at least one more Ring on the Rosie next episode to be able to see what else we can get. It's relatively safe play, like I said, since there's no curses involved. More cash there, and let's get this knocked out. Altering it out with our writing career. Should be fine. Should be fine. Alright. Lessons learned. Okay, so let's grab this one. So we have 2 now. Hopefully that'll work. Yeah, I think it will. We get 2 of the books going as well. We should definitely have our bring our imagination up, which is good. Then we can work on reason next. Scholarship next time. What are we looking at, anyways? No evidence for anything though. All right, Jedi, go ahead and search the place. There's nothing here. Boom. There we go. Just need to do that part yet. And back to the work, of course. Lovely job that we have. Keeps us paid. Keeps our boss well paid. I will be at the top of the ladder soon. Feed my imagination. Alright, study. That's essays. This is poetry. Read poetry. Then we'll add all 4 of these to get to the next level, and that's where I think we'll end the episode. Just because that means we can use any of these to get tools if we really wanted to, which is kind of an interesting concept. We can, of course, always get a level 8 tool by getting our own peeps, but might be able to do others as well with all those tools up there. All right, now got this one and 1 more. Then we'll have enough for the level of imagination. All right. Oops, dread trap fired. Didn't even see that coming. All right, so yeah, let's get that locked down fast. That's already going. All of our scholarships we can do are up, so we might as well just keep going. More money, more problems. And boom. That will take care of most of our issues. Feeling just fine. And perfectly legal, too, Officer Jedi. There we go. And boom. Alright. Now, grab that. Then we grab imagination. And, of course, folly. Boom. Bring it on. Okay, so that will get us to level 4. Now we can, of course, really get all of the health ones easy enough to level 4 on the body, but really the only you actually technically need is passion to get if you want the tools. I mean, it's theoretically possible to go through the game with just level 3 all the way through. Okay, so speaking of which, do we want to have a painting? No, probably not. There's a small chance of getting fascination when you do that. So, again, perfectly legal means of obtaining capital, as they define it. Okay, and after that, like I said, wind down, and then that should be that. What the hell? Seriously? Why did you fire it over there? It's just perfectly good there. Imagination, folly. Another passion. Imagination's level 4. Excellent. We'll never run out of passion now. Oh, God. Let's, the hell? Why is everything, like, firing against the ceiling here? I mean, I'm worried now I'm missing a restlessness, because we had this come out. That's how the dread caught up. Anyways, this is Fantastic World, thinking of Lovecraft Country. Cultist Simulator, Lantern, Aspirant, Sheev, Palpatine run. Relatively basic episode. Not a lot, extraordinary happened, except we've managed to almost completely set up our patron network. And, of course, we've gotten a level 4 that passion, and we're almost all of our skills at the level 6 level, which is, of course, where we need them for the patrons going. So, yeah, right now we're doing okay. Absolutely and utterly okay. And that we will, once we get this, think this is red, the bread lore going, we will have essentially be set up to go in any direction we want to. And what I'm probably going to do next episode is we're going to drill into the higher level vaults to get the bigger books. So I don't have to combine lore quite as much. That tends to be kind of consuming. All while the Jedi are slowly walking behind us, watching. Always watching. Always watching. Anyways, I will see you next time. Bye. I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters, whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of Content and Data.